Hello to my subscribers, to my new subscribers, to those whom of which may eventually be a subscriber. I just want to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers, people who come to me for personal readings, people who comment and help for me to see where I can pray. I think what's going on in this collective moment of pause, which I think I'm going to name the video, I've spent the last 3-4 days praying for communication, and just this morning I was guided to understand that this moment of pause has to do with those whom have lost faith. Because we're supposed to live this life in peace and joy and happiness and fulfillment. So we need to ask ourselves, am I completely happy and fulfilled in my life? For some reason, and we all have the ability to do this, I was guided to a part of the Bible. It was the Exodus 35, number 31 to 32, a very brief sentence that spoke of new beginnings. When I took, because those of you who are my subscribers know that I like to work with numerology, I added up 35, 31, 32 and got the number 8. Now, if you've been watching my videos lately, I've been feeling that infinity symbol of 8, where we reflect on where we are and we either repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles in the future, or we make radical change to make sure that we are faithful and happy and joyful and content. For I think we're all being quote unquote born again, because I've seen that in a lot of my personal readings. It's a time of new beginnings for all, not just for those whom have risen above, but for those who now can afford the internet platform, where those whom feel low as though they cannot rise above, it's a moment to pause and reflect on your purpose. What was your reason for coming here? Were you to be a bread baker, a pie maker, a house builder? For if you talk to those whom have found their purpose, they indeed are living in that energy of peace, joy, and contentment, which is where we all want to be. So this born again energy, as I researched different things that I was drawn to, really does have to do with material abundance and career success for all, where we're on a platform of figuring out our joy, our contentment, our hobby, our gift, our talent, our skill, our purpose. Everyone has a moment now equally to go within and do what you enjoy so that you can evolve. And when we take this step to say, I trust that I've always wanted to draw or paint, that when I sit down and do this, I will be shown peace, joy, and contentment. For where this rebirth, this transformation that happens, should you follow Spirit's advice and take this time to push against what's been holding you back within yourself, even if it is just faith. So many people have written and said, I've given up. I've had enough. I'm tired of waiting. But there's a reason for this pause. So I like to kind of check my cards every so often, and I was going to just put this away like I normally do, but I thought this is such a beautiful message. It really has shown me a lot. And I think by the end of this, you're going to recognize what I'm talking about. So I just did a Celtic spread using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid, and right in the center of the reading, the energy around us now, that this is what I was just talking about, is go the distance. Create what fulfills you. If you're not happy at your job, if you're not happy in whatever it is, we are being tempted by the sin of gluttony, where life has become predictable. And that causes for the unhealthy. What am I going to go the distance to do where I can thrive? And we'll get to the other cards next. So, oops, I'm not going to go there yet. In the thoughts position of the Celtic spread, we have here and now. So Spirit is saying, sit down and reflect on the past, what you've learned, who you are, and what victory now is going to mean to you as you step into the future. If you're wondering about finances and how things are going to be run in the future, I have been blessed with some really good information for my personal readers, and I can help you with that. Okay. Now, in your foundation, we have an unfinished symphony energy, waiting on something, things not coming. And with the number 10 here, 1 plus 0 is 1. It is about taking a step now and going the distance into your future by doing what fulfills you. For it really, truly is that simple. Because the year of 2019, which is a number 3 year, was about temptation, one way or another. And some have recognized that they are successfully with the number 6 energy, moving away from that which was just not for them, right? Working for the man is not for me, for I want to create my own business, which is where I think Spirit's trying to guide us so everyone can go on the platform and be exposed to everyone. And those whom are being blessed will be connected with others in a way that is fair and balanced. And we'll get to that as well. So in the next 2-3 weeks, the advice here is to breathe. As you sit down and do something that fulfills you, that makes you feel content, stable, happy, joyful, even if just for the moment of a painting, a drawing, writing, a song, Spirit is saying that through your actions, you will be mending, you will be healing, you will be letting go of inner turmoil for those of you who have been dealing with it in whatever and however that applies to you. Now, in the inner strengths position, the spiritual assistance position, Spirit's going to give people the strength with the number 38. 3 representing the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, 8 representing that infinity symbol. How am I now going to breathe and reflect on the past and get clear about my future? How am I going to take action steps to leave behind something I was waiting on that wasn't for me? And how am I going to now breathe as I enjoy what I'm creating for myself with my own actions, my own intentions? For in the hopes and fears position, we had the round and round energies of unhealthy patterns, behaviors, cycles. For once we can recognize that, we can change something and do something completely different. So say you can't get a job, you can't get a job, you can't get a job, and you're frustrated, right? It's time to shift your perspective, to look at the journey ahead as you evolving. I've got to figure out how to phrase this. We have metamorphosis energy. I'm trying not to bring that deck in yet, but it's definitely applying. Somebody is fearing the change of transformation, right? I felt like this is how I was raised and this is what I was taught to do, but now I'm evolving. I'm freeing that round and round pattern whereby life became predictable. So in the outcome position representing the next month and a half or so is what I'm feeling. Spirit's giving you a leg up. It's a number 4 year, 2020. It's about choosing new paths, new directions, goals, and intentions. So Spirit is helping to give you a leg up into a solid foundation, which is what we are being guided to create in the year of 2020. I won't get into that right now. Now, when I look to my 3-card spread to my left with the same wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, we have peace. Right? Finding peace by chopping the wood, by doing the work, by cleaning up our mind, by cleaning up our space. Because we are coming to the realization that we are standing in the fork in the road, at the fork in the road. exchanging gifts with others. Okay, so again, the planter could give the bread person flowers for bread and so on. But we're on a bigger 8 billion person platform, right? So Spirit's saying now is the time to take off an old mask. That's what chopping the wood is about. It's about finding peace. It's about recognizing who you are, who you were meant to be remembered for here on earth, and to then take all the wisdom you are creating and step into new ideas, goals, and intentions so that you can free yourself from all that was glittering but truly was not gold. It didn't make you happy in the long run. And this just amazed me. So I'm feeling this strong energy for the next month. Today is the 23rd of March. Tomorrow I'll be doing a live video podcast. We'll be talking more about this journey into the rebirth of experiencing faith and joy. So they're saying divine timing is at work and a higher power, isn't that amazing, is lifting you up, helping give you the strength to clean it up. Clean up addictions, clean up the human, I want what I want when I want it, clean up energies of negativity because of predictability. For it is now time to create and co-create, right? Coming together with others and co-creating, creating new ideas, maybe expanding and starting your own businesses because you're connecting with those who have the same purpose as you do. So you're going to start to recognize this more. This is a coming back together to start anew. Like, you know, John Wayne and Kenny Rogers, God bless their souls, are a part of what was, and it's time for a new beginning, new memories, a new Charlie Chapman, a new whatever this is, Spirit is saying. You will start to recognize this in yourself if you follow Spirit's advice. For a treasure is coming your way. We have soulmates. And the ability to know that Spirit's giving you the strength to free yourself, right? Some have lost that faith. And they're sitting here waiting, even though they have the wings to fly. They're sitting above this glass-encased heart that says, yes, no, maybe so, will they, won't they? Trying to always figure it out. Worry is not what our journey is supposed to be about. Right? It's about the manifestation of joy. Joy comes through creativity, most importantly. So for clarification, I brought in the Eloquy deck by Arwen Lynch Poe. And the energies right now have to do with Manara, she who waits, she who is patient, building up energies of determination as you go the distance to come up with 3-4 ideas, goals, and intentions personally in this moment of pause. In the thoughts, we have she who creates, creativity, originality, sitting in the here and now, looking at what she enjoyed in the past and what she wants to give birth to now, moving forward into her future or his. So in the foundation, we have unfinished symphony, waiting on what wasn't for you, waiting and pausing, trying to remain patient, feeling like you're going the distance, but really sit in the here and now and let go of anything that's not transpiring for you, right? Because we have Emily in the foundation, she who questions her destiny, she who searches continuously. And instead of putting your energy into something that wasn't for you, Spirit wants you to center yourself, sit in the here and now, and build up determination as to what you are creating that fulfills you day to day. Have faith that that is what's going to bring you success. Financially, creatively, career-wise, but most of all, along with the material, a spiritual faith. So in the, we'll go here. Next few weeks or so, we have breathe, meditate. When we work on something that fulfills us, it really grounds us, right? It is people who, in their most difficult time, took a moment of pause and let Spirit, or watched for Spirit, to bring you into a new beginning. This is a form of meditation. When we write, draw, paint, do photography, pottery, poetry, create whatever it is that fulfills you, you're going to recognize that you are mending and healing from all that was, that fast-paced this and that, those harsh words. For Adaz is she who resists. She's resisting this moment of pause, this moment to breathe. She's resisting the healing. And Spirit saying in your actions position, collectively, as you go the distance to ground yourself and sit in the here and now and move eventually into the direction without resisting this process of spiritual mending, you can take action with conscia to heal from whatever secrets. Now she's looking up towards unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles. So when we have come into a life that is predictable and boring, we start to step into negativity. It's just how the karmic wheel turns. Addictions, wanting what I want when I want it and not getting it here. So in the inner strength position, Spirit's giving everyone the strength to find balance, to think about unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles, things that you don't really maybe need, or things you have not been doing that you know you're being guided to do, even if it's to write a poem. This could be time for the new Edgar Allan Poe in the 21st century. So in the inner strength position, we have Zenith, she who prepares, formulates, strategizes, devises the journey ahead. For as you go the distance, they're saying here, go forward with determination. Do not resist this opportunity to breathe and to mend. Take action to let go of any old secrets whereby someone or something wasn't for you and you knew it. This life because this person, these people, this situation, this circumstance. For in your hopes and fears position, do not fear unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles in yourself or another, for you are beginning to transform. With Eterna, this is about transforming because you have taken a moment of pause to question, what was I sent here to do? Because everything beautiful is good. When you see something beautiful, when you hear something beautiful, when you witness something beautiful, like a child giggling, those are the blessings that Spirit wants us to slow down and recognize. And I feel as though a lot of people are starting to, which is awesome. Now it's time to take action to breathe, to heal, to let go, and to find balance as you sit in the here and now and you create. Writing, drawing, painting, woodwork, building a car, working on cars. In the outcome position in the next month and a half from this video on March 23rd of 2020, we have Spirit giving the collective a leg up who are willing to work with Spirit by paying attention to signs and synchronicities as they breathe and heal. For Jocelyn is showing up, and then she starts to feel persistent, or he. Persistent to now work towards what you're recognizing in yourself and recognizing that Spirit is blessing you because you followed their advice, because you drew a picture, because you painted something, because you wrote poetry. She who persists is receiving a leg up from Spirit, and there will be a shift in perspective. I will no longer sit here and cry and worry and hope and pray and not fly. When we're at our lowest at times, think of it as an exciting new journey. I'm not going to repeat old patterns, behaviors, or cycles. My next chapter is going to be this, and this is how I'm going to work on this every day because I know that it's going to fulfill me. I'm going to create my own joy. So I think I'm going to close by bringing in a couple cards from my Magic of You deck. Who was that? By Fiona Horn. Thank you, Spirit, so much for guiding us to dream, to hope, to have compassion, to witness not only our gifts, but the gifts of others at this time. Please provide a closing message for the collective. There is a solution to every problem. Go the distance. In the area of breathing and mending and balance and becoming, we've got mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities as you try one idea and then another idea, as you maybe add two ideas together. Enjoy your life in this moment of being who you were meant to come here and to be. And have faith that Spirit will bring you that abundance, not only materially, but spiritually. For whatever you are working on is doable. Look at that, breaking free. She's reaching out and she's grabbing the key. And Spirit saying on the card, the key is within your grasp. The magic you seek on the bottom of the deck, look at this, the witch, the best card of the deck. The magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow, for everything is going to come into perfect balance. For whomever uses this time to let go of what wasn't for you and to find balance, to breathe, and to plan the life that you were meant to live, that is peaceful, where there's no more worry because you know your purpose. Also, to close, I want to read this, message I saw online and take a moment to pray for those whom have been lost during these difficult times. So I'm closing with this beautiful prayer done by Laura Ding Edwards. It feels like things are not okay, and this thing will never go away, like all around is caving in, and no one knows where to begin. What ifs and fears are on the rise, and nobody's able to disguise the sadness of this sudden change. To life, routine, it's very strange. But sit a moment with that thought. Forget the things that you've been taught. For a while, there's no rat race. A slower life has been put in its place. We suddenly have the space to stop, appreciate the things that we've got. The cusp of spring still breaks its sleep. Our birds return to trill and cheep. And hope and kindness start to bloom as we find ways to lift the gloom. And so, in this uncertain time, take stock, reflect, and redefine. Keep in mind it's not forever. We'll make it through with love together. Should you guys like some spiritual guidance at this time, feel free to write me for a personal reading. I offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering I'm going to change it to Easter special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you so very much for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so very much to those of you whom have donated. Take care, and God bless.